Hi, so today we're gonna talk makeup. So I'm doing a everyday beat and it takes like 20 minutes. This is like a makeup, no makeup look basically. It's what I do every day, like going to work, going out, when I'm pressed for time, and I'm always pressed for time because I'm just slow like a turtle. And then these are the brushes that I use, and it's 2, 4, 6, 8. It's 8 brushes, and then I use a sponge, and this is like a little wedge sponge, and I use it like to set my under eyes and to carve out my contour. I don't really use sponges. It's a personal preference. I mean, I have used them before. I just don't like them personally. First thing first is I'm going to clean my brushes. And this is Cinema Secrets makeup brush. And you literally just throw it on there and it's clean. It dries like that really quick, just like alcohol do. Okay, so 25 minutes later and the brushes are all clean. As you can see, they are lighter. Most of my brushes are from Wet n Wild and e.l.f. So I'm a brows before foundation girl. The first thing I ever learned how to do was brows, so brows. And then this pencil I'm using, I just started back using pencils. Pencil I'm using is in the color Ulta Beauty Pencil Espresso. I personally like dark brows. That's me, that's my preference. I am having a bad hair day. Like, look at this. I hate wearing ponytails. So like, y'all ever see me with a puff? Just know, puff, ponytail, any of that, my hair just didn't cooperate. And if you're a natural, then you know. Shit, if you're a girl, you know. All right, so like I said, I use this wedge sponge. So what I do is I take the sponge, get a little bit, and I set my brows because I got a oily face. So right around this area is it just be looking wet and shiny all the time. So I set my brows basically. I do right between two. Okay, so go right in. I brush my brows up and twist my pencil up, and I just draw right under. That is my line. It's crisp. It's up, and then I brush my brows down. And you want to start half an inch back. So I normally start right here, like right here. And they say you're supposed to start here, then your arch is supposed to go to the middle of your eye. So your arch should be here, and then your tail should end here. I love a high arch. I just love high arches. So then I brush my brows back. So I brush my brows back. And it'll be like a little extra hairs that you're getting out there. And when you brush it back, that's your time to carve and go. And then you just literally feel them. And then when it comes to the front, I just lightly do it like that. I give like strokes in the front, but you can just go right here and just. It gives like the natural ombre effect, so it's like lighter into darker. But it depends on like whether or not I'm doing my whole face. If I'm doing my whole face, oh, she getting brows. And she got a brow, okay? My forehead is small. Look how little my forehead is. It's a tiny forehead. Like, look at the space between my brow and my liner right here. Like this is a small spot, so I'm not gonna take my arch all the way up that it's gonna touch my hairline. Eyebrows are not twins, they sisters, but I like my brows to be as, like, y'all know them sisters that look just alike, but they're not twins. That's how I like my sisters to be. I need them to be identical, but years apart. You feel me? After you're done drawing on your brows, you conceal them. And this brush is flat. This is a flat brush. This is a flat brush. It's made from Makeup Designer, and it's number 410 for the brushes. So the two shades that I'll be using to highlight under my brows is e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer, and then their new hydrating Camo Concealer just came out. And the 16-hour one is in Deep Cinnamon. So this is like a natural color. Like, this matched me perfectly. This right here, you put it on and you need to work it right then and there. That's the only bad thing that I felt about this, because I like to let my concealer sit and marinate, you feel me? And then for the hydrating concealer, which, oh my goodness, I love, but I got the wrong shade and I don't like taking things back. I feel bad when I take things back, so I just keep it and I mix them. This lighter one is in deep chestnut, so I'm gonna mix them right on the back of my hand with that brush that I showed you. As you can see, these are two completely different shades, so I'm gonna take this brush. I normally mix it right here with my end, but we're gonna do the top and we just give them a little swirly swirl. So I just get a little bit and I just tap here, and I just do it a little lower, and I just tilt my head back. And just drag it one down. And when it comes to concealing, I try to get as close as I can to the line. And when I do my brows, sometimes I like to make the line right here under my brow thicker. So when I do conceal, no matter how far up I go, I'm not going into my actual brow. So to blend out my concealer, I take e.l.f.'s. This is actually their Flawless Concealer Brush, and I tap. So after our brows are done, so the two primers that I'm using, that I've been using lately, is this Tarte Base Tape, Double Duty Beauty, and then Maybelline's Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I die about this right here. This one is more liquid, so I literally just take it and I put this baby skin on. Okay, so after my primers are in and they sat a little bit, I set my primer, especially under my eye because I crease a lot. We just dip our brush in the foundation and we just go right on top. So I did the same thing to both brows, and now that they are crispy, we're gonna go right into like my next step. So the concealer that I mixed that I go under my brows with, literally I just take that same brush. And then I just bring it down like right in this area. I don't bring it down too far because when you blend it, it's gonna move. So while that's sitting, I'm gonna mix some more so I can highlight my other areas. For the nose, when it comes to my forehead, I spread it out because we are trying to give the illusion that I have a forehead and I don't have one. And so when I blend it out, I use that same concealer brush. And this is e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set, so I'll just spray it. Just wet the brush a little bit. For nose, I use like sweeping motions. To lighten it up, I'm gonna go in with e.l.f.'s Camo Concealer in Tan Sand. So after we get the concealer on, we go right in with foundation. I have put foundation on my hand to conceal my brows. So this is the brush. I just take the brush. So we take the brush with the slight slant to it, and we do stamping motions. Into the hairline, into the hairline, into the hairline, into the hairline. And yes, this is my summer shade. Milani, I love this foundation, but the shade range goes from 430, which is too light for me, to 480, which is slightly too dark. But you know, I don't know if y'all know, but that's just how makeup works. So I either gotta go really light and be too light, so light that you notice, or be just slightly darker. I'd rather be slightly darker. Blend it so it doesn't just look like two separate colors on my face. Whichever one you like. Now after I do that, that's when I put on my brow setter, and this is Benefit's 24-hour brow setter. It's kind of like brow gel. You can use brow gel. It just keeps the brow in place. And I just take it and I just sweep it on. It's clear, so I mean you can't see it. I just put it on because I'm doing my makeup before I put my clothes on. One wrong swipe and maybe my brows can disappear. So we don't want that happening. We just put this brow setter in here. NYX also has a brow setter that's clear and it's $6, and I love it. I love it. And then after I do my face eyeliner, ELF. I swear by this. I live by this. I die by this. ELF, their liquid highlighter. This one is a pen. I like pens. I guess I feel like they just dry out too fast. This is in Midnight, but I normally get Jet Black, and I grabbed the wrong one because I was rushing, and I think they like $2 or $3. But literally, when I do my liner, I just do eye level with my mirror, and I swipe. So after you get your face, you get your liner on. I set it. So I've been using Makeup Revolution in Peach, or I use Maybelline's Fit Me Loose Powder in 35. Sometimes I make some, but today we're gonna use Makeup Revolution in Peach. So while my setting powder sits and I bake, I'm going to contour my nose. I am big on contouring my nose. I love contouring my nose. I'll be using Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in the shades medium to dark. So they got contour, sculpt, and highlight. I guess I use that, but I don't use either of these. So I just take my brush, twirl it around, tap off the excess. So we'll go up into the brow and then down. I don't hate my nose, but give me a new one. How about that? With my foundation brush, dust off the excess, because of course it's excess powder. And again, I take concealer brush and wet it slightly. This will just melt that setting powder in my skin so it's not just sitting. And after I do that, I put on lashes, and the lash glue that I am using is Duo lash glue, and this is the lash glue with the brush on it. And baby, let me tell you something about this glue. I think I spent like $6-7 on it. It holds you tight, okay? Sometimes I put the glue on there, let it dry all the way, and then add another layer of glue. That's also a way to have your lashes stuck. So to put on my lashes, I tip my head back. Once I put my lashes on, if I put them too far up and I don't feel like taking them off to reapply them, I take my eyelash curler and I literally put it on there and I curl my lash. And that's gonna give an opening effect, so it's also gonna give you that length, and it's gonna squeeze your lashes together. And then my holy grail, which is NYX, their jumbo eye pencil. So they got smaller ones now, which I need to get. This is in milk. I literally take this and I put it on my waterline. And so this just gives your eyes an opening. And then last but not least, we do lips. And this is just a brown liner. I don't know what brand this is. I cannot like remember. When it comes to my top, I overline my top because my Cupid's bow, which is this little dip right here between your lips, is not deep. But I like a deep Cupid's bow. And we're going to do a nude lip. And we're going to be using NYX, which is NYX. In Ginger Snap, which is this brown one. And Angel Food Cake. Take that light. I'll take my lighter concealer. And then of course my favorite part, highlighter. So I'm gonna take this brush. And you'll do it right here on your cheekbone. Like I said, if you don't know where your cheekbone is, your highlight or whatever. So after we do that, we just take our setting spray. Now this will be the time that I actually use my sponge, and I use my sponge to just press that setting spray in all over the face, basically to melt it all together. And this is a finished face. That is how I do my face. All right, so that's everything. That's my basic face. My next video is going to be a skincare video where I talk about like the products that I use, what they use for, how they can help your skin and things like that. So stay tuned for my next video.